Welcome, race fans. We're here at Chicagoland for tonight's race, 150 miles, 100 laps. Nicholas Lawrence out on track in the 18 Interstate Batteries Toyota Camry. He's currently sitting second in qualifying right now. And now he goes back on pole. We're in the second round of the playoffs with the season finale within 2 weeks away. Haas Beverly just completed their second lap. Where is that going to put them? Still 5th on the grid. It's better than Chris Stroop in the 6th car, or in 6th right now in the 87 car. Jeffrey Stewart finishing his second lap. Gonna pull ahead of Mark Beverly on the time. Junior Miller in 85 to 8th here. Richard Beasley on his outlapping number 10 at tie for Mustang. Last week's winner, looking to get another one here at Chicago. Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's race info. This race is sponsored by Virtual Racing Network, and the racing itself is brought to you by the Nascar East Coast Racing League. We're here at Chicagoland tonight for the Chicago 150, 100 laps, 150 miles, partly cloudy here with a track temp of 21 degrees Celsius and humidity of 58%. Beasley 7th on the grid. The other notable drivers not performing well in qualifying. Chris Stroop, one of them. Powerhouse week in and week out. He is currently 8th. Chris Wold was not here. There goes Chad Coleman to the top by 1/100th of a second. What can Richard Beasley do on his second lap? He's going to go to second with Brett Sommers going to fourth, in that number 7 car. Pretty good qualifying run by the number 17. Exciting to see what they have in store for us. 14 drivers registered for tonight's race. We're only missing one playoff driver, and I can't remember who we're missing here. Chad Coleman's still out on track. Never mind. No, he's not. And it is now race time. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's event. On the front row, you have Chad Coleman and Richard Beasley. Row 2, Nicholas Lawrence of the number 18 car. Strong qualifying run. Let's see what he can do tonight. Brett Sommers, he is going to start 4th. Row 3, you have Frank Flores in the 28 car. We've seen him have strong runs at these 1.5 miles. We remember Homestead a few weeks ago. Dennis Steele in the 6 car. Quieter driver, but he's been consistent with top 10s. So let's see what he can do in the first round, or the second round of the first race in the second round of the playoffs. Row 4, you have Junior Miller in the 85 machine, and the 121 of Lance Thompson starting 8th. Row 5, you have Haas Beverly in the 22, and Chris Stroop in the 87 starting 10th. He's had not a strong qualifying run for the 87 car. He's been stronger, but we'll see what he can do. Scott Black, Jeffrey Stewart, row 6 in 11th and 12th. And rounding out the field here is Mark Beverly in the 13 car. Brad Youngman in the 93 He's going to start 14th. So the number 38 Tap Out Chevrolet is going to take us to the green flag. The 23rd time this season, and 2 more times after this, will the green flag be dropped to kick off the race in the NASCAR East Coast Racing as they head down the back straight. A lot of drivers looking to get a good win going into the playoffs here. Second round, first race, tensions are high. Top 10 advance. So as long as you get 2 top 10s in these next 2 races, you should be pretty set. So let's see how these guys can do. As they go into turn 3 now, or out of turn 4, sorry. Pace car pulls off. It is go time here at Chicagoland. Green flag is out here tonight. Chad Coleman comes across the line, leading the way with Nicholas Lawrence on that inside line, taking the race lead. In turn number 1, Nicholas Lawrence to the lead now. Early in tonight's race, Brett Somers looking to the inside on the 38 machine, looking to take second away. Here's Dennis Steele into the top 5. Huge run. Side by side with the 10 and the 6 car. Nicholas Lawrence in that clean air. With this new iRacing update, clean air is more important than brushing your teeth, pretty much. If you're in that dirty air, you're toast. Brett Somers up to second with that 6 of Dennis Steele in 4th. Richard Beasley down to 6th in his tied Ford Mustang. There's the 28, Frank Flores. We've seen him have speed at the other 1.5 miles. So let's see what he can do now. As through 1 and 2 they go. 5th through 3rd really tight together. Flores is going to go a little lower than Dennis. He's going to be able to move to his inside. Dennis looks like he got a little loose up there. That's going to give Frank the inside and be able to take 4th spot. Dennis Steele is having a good run so far, though. 7 car running a bit higher than Nicholas Lawrence, trying to get anything he can. Lawrence moving up to make him run in that dirty air. If Lawrence moves up right in front of him at the end of the corner, that's going to cut off any air that 7 car is getting, therefore kill him momentum wise. Here's the 28 looking to the outside of Chad Coleman now. Frank Flores is really trying to gain any positions he can as soon as possible. Oh boy, the pack caught up very quickly to the 18. There goes Brett Somers to the inside. He is clear. Chad Coleman, not so much though. He should be able to clear him down the front stretch though. Yes. Another new leader, the 7 of Brett Somers. Now as Frank Flores looks to take 3rd away. Whoa. Looks like the 28 car might have gotten a little loose out of turn number 2. Caused him in the 6 machine to check up. There goes Dennis Steele to the inside, trying to get a position here. Huge run coming from the 6 and the 28 to the back of that 18 car. Richard Beasley just kind of riding along here, letting it play out, seeing what is going to happen. Still side by side for fourth here. As they come into 3 and 4, they will single it out. Huge run coming to the back of the 18 car, not going to be able to move. Nine laps completed so far here at Chicagoland, and Chad Coleman has not led a lap yet, and that is the first time that's happened. It's taken him quite some time. Let's go on board that 28 of Frank Flores. He seems to be really being pretty aggressive here. I don't know what happened there. The camera just kind of broke itself, so we'll go back to the normal cameras here. Frank Flores looking to the inside of the 18 car up to P3 once he clears Nicholas Lauren. Side by side at the line there. Richard Beasley looking to take fourth away. Beasley running higher than Nicholas Lawrence. Huge run coming from the 10 car. Clear of the 18. Is he going to move to the inside of the 18? No, not yet. But he's there. Right to the rear bumper. Brett Sommers still leading the way. 13 laps completed here at Chicagoland. And another 87 to go. Brett Sommers leading the way. We're going to head to a commercial break, but don't miss it out, folks. The action will still be captured here on Virtual Racing Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more laps have been completed since we last went on to commercial break, and that is Chad Coleman challenging for the race lead up top. Side by side into turn number 1. Coleman low, Sommers up high. Side by side. Coleman with a good run out of turn number 4. He's going to be able to lead his first lap here tonight. Still side by side between these two. And then you have Nicholas Lawrence, Richard Beasley still fighting for third. Frank Flores kind of faded off. He's in 5th. Dennis Steele 6th. Haas Beverly 7th. Chris Stroop 8th. Thompson 9th. And Stewart 10th. Down the backstretch they go. Brett Somers has lost the race lead, but he's going to look to the inside now of the 38. Side by side in turn 3 once again. Side by side at the line here. Who's going to lead the lap? It's going to be Coleman once more. Looks like Brett Somers thought he had more room than he did. Don't know what really happened there. Let's go ahead and take let's look at a replay here quick. So here is where they drag raced. Oh, it looks like he might have gotten into the grass there and then scraped the apron. When he tried to merge up again, lost a whole bunch of momentum. It's all we can really tell from up here in the booth. But maybe Brett has a different side of the story. Back to your live feed now. Second and third really reeling in. That 38 Chad Coleman, not letting him have that clean air for long. It's going to be all about who can save their tires yet still run consistent fast laps. .23 laps completed now. Almost a quarter way through tonight's race, and the action has just gotten started. We are used to seeing long green flag runs, so do expect that in tonight's race. Now let's see what we can do with the other 75%. It may go green, it may not. It's been quite some time since we last had caution. I think the last caution was at... I can't even remember, man. And across the line with a 6/10 of a second lead over Nicholas Lawrence. Let's look at some telemetry here. Go ahead, whack the lap times up. Is it on the right one? No, it's not. There it is. So the past few laps, except for that last lap, Nicholas Lawrence was just a bit faster. Not significantly faster. But that last lap, he lost a 10th to Chad Coleman. That lap, 300ths faster. Down the backstretch they go. Nicholas Lawrence, Chad Coleman's lead down to just under half a second. Let's see who was faster this time around. Chad Coleman is very fast out of turn 4. However, those two are a lot faster everywhere else along the track, so... Well, I guess mainly on corner exit, Coleman is faster, but on entry and throughout the corner, Lawrence and Beasley quicker. Looks like Lawrence might be tight a bit here. Let's go back to him quick. See what he does here. Didn't go back there. I don't know why I did. He's definitely going right up to the wall, unlike Richard Beasley. Not as severe, you could say. Trying to get up to Chad Coleman. At least they're keeping him within a second. Because once Chad has clean air, he's gone. He ain't coming back, really. That time by Nick beat Chad Coleman on corner exit. Let's see what he can do now. About the same. Now it's going like every other lap faster. I mean, that guy's faster. So this lap, if it continues the pattern, then Lawrence should have the fastest lap. Wait, no, this is... Never mind. Let's see it now. And across the line goes the 38. Faster, but not by much. "32 laps completed at the line. Nicholas Lawrence still leading over the field. Half a second lead over Nicholas Lawrence, and Richard Beasley in second. Let's go ahead and tune her up. Side by side for second right now. Richard Beasley, Nicholas Lawrence. This is going to give Chad Coleman a lot of room. Second and a half, 1.7. These two being side by side is definitely going to hurt them, but it's not going to hurt your race leader, Chad Coleman, right now. He's led a good handful of laps here. He's become to complete lap 39 as he goes into turn 3. Chad Coleman looking for his 8th or 9th win this season. He's won a lot, so we'll have to look into that. In a minute here, so I get an exact number. And this time at the line, it will be exactly 60 laps to go here at Chicagoland Speedway. There goes Coleman down pit road. Along with Beasley. I wonder if they're going to try to do a similar strategy to what they did last week at Michigan. But this time they have a third there. I don't know if you can see him. But if you can see him, you know who I'm talking about. That's Nicholas Lawrence in the 18 car. He's there right with them pitting. Richard Beasley really beat them out of the pits there. Huge gap. And Scott Black and Lance Thompson coming in together. And also, speaking of Scott Black, happy birthday to Scott's dad. His birthday is on Tuesday, so happy early birthday, man. Make it a great one. See how Scott Black can do tonight. He was just outside of the top. I think he was actually inside of the top 10. If I remember correctly, maybe even top 5. So he's doing pretty good so far. We'll have to see how that 8 car does for the rest of the race, though. Happy birthday. And now Brett Somers back to the race lead. He just set the session fastest lap as he pitted on lap 35. So this could mean a little bit of trouble for the 10, 85, and the 18. But overall, they should be A-okay. Oh yeah, they'll be fine. They're really reeling in Somers. That's only 5 of lack pressure tires. So that's a huge difference, honestly. So I'm kind of not really worried, but what I am worried about is Coleman. Look at how far back he is from Richard Beasley even. So let's go back to Richard here. He is 2.5 seconds back. And then Nicholas Lawrence is 4 seconds back of Richard, or of Chad. 6.5 seconds back of Richard. And Richard just went session fastest, 29.93. Richard Beasley looking to get his 7th win this season, with Chad Coleman looking to get his 8th. So could Richard Beasley tie the record for most wins in this season, or possibly Chad Coleman continue his lead for most wins this season? 54 different drivers have started a race, with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nine of them winning a race. With Richard Beasley now to the race lead. Behind him, Chad Coleman struggling to catch up. This could be bad news. Seven car tried to short pit, did not quite work for him, but he's still in second, which isn't bad. And now that everyone has pitted, Scott Black and Lance Thompson are the last two drivers to pit, and he is up to 8th in the 8 car, with Junior Miller, Haas Beverly, and Dennis Steele all right behind him, looking to take those spots back, but he has 3 lap fresher tires. 2-3 kind of varies. Dennis Steele pitted on lap 35 with Brett Sommers. The other two pitted on 39 and 40, so a little bit of variety we see here. Brad Youngman did not set qualifying time, but there he is in that black 93, sorry. It's more of a gray now looking at it, but he pitted on lap 38. Sadly, still running far in the back. We might be able to get 13th here from Jeffrey Stewart, right in front of him, just a quarter of a second ahead. Back out front, Richard Beasley pulling away from Brett Sommers and Chad Coleman, which is what he wants to see and hear. So we are now halfway home in tonight's race. Well, once they cross the line, that is, then we'll be halfway done. And fun fact, Chad Coleman has the lowest average finish of 5. Richard Beasley's average finish is 6th, and Chris Stroop's average finish is 8th. So yeah, Chad Coleman, Richard Beasley, top in the wins list. So those deal amount for over half of the season in wins right now. Because they have 7 and 6, that's 13. Chris Wold, Chris Stroop, they have 2 apiece. That's another 4, so that's 17. Jamie Lee Dunning has 1, 15. Brad Youngman, 16. Mark Beverly, 17. Andrew Lewis, 18. Junior Miller, 19. Yeah. Huh, only 19 wins accounted for. So I don't know how accurate that is because I'm looking at it through the iRacing UI. I don't know if that's been updated or not. So we'll see here. No, it is updated, okay. So there should be 23 different winners then. I would think. I'll have to look at this here. Richard Beasley out to a 4-second lead. Pretty good for him right now. Might be able to cruise to victory this race. Battle for 9th going on between Scott Black and one of the Beverleys. No, Junior Miller, sorry. Wait, no, Scott Haas Beverly, sorry. I'm blind. Scott Black is in 10th right now, just a quarter of a second back. So let's see what happens here. These two are pretty close together, so we'll have to keep an eye on that battle here. Chad Coleman running away from Brett Sommers on screen. You see the 7 car. He is 2.5 back Ooh, he just lost a ton of time there. He was like 1.3. He just went to 1.7 or 1.6. Sorry. We're over halfway now. 57 laps completed. Richard Beasley leads the way. But don't miss the action. Don't leave yet, folks. We're going to go ahead, cut to a commercial break. We'll be right back. We're gonna have some background music playing. It's just kind of hard for me to talk a lot, so hopefully this makes it just a bit better. For those of you who did not watch the live stream last night, I'm a little sick at the moment, but we're making do. Here is the battle for 5th between Mark Beverly, Chris Stroop. Mark Beverly having a phenomenal night in that number 13 Ford Mustang. Compared to that 87 car who seems to be down on power these last few weeks, per se. Kind of like it's went from running Hendrick to RCR stuff. But hopefully he can turn this season around, this playoff run around here, because, well, I mean, he's running 5th right now, but it's just small fields that kind of makes it feel like, oh, he's not doing it, but he's doing fine, guys. So next week we head to Talladega and the second round of the playoffs. That'll be a fun race. I think it's either Talladega or Daytona. I can't quite remember. It's one of those two, but it's gonna be a fun race for sure. Especially with this new aero package, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be rough. I will admit, this new aero package for iRacing and super speedways have kind of been a little poopy, but these guys will 100% know how to make it interesting any way that they can, in any way, shape, or form. I really wish we could do an interview, talk to some drivers here, but doesn't seem very likely. A few drivers lap down here, as Stewart is pretty sure he will be in danger of going a lap down here soon. Let's check up on that. Yeah, he was right there. Same with Dennis Steele. Had a great qualifying run in that number 6 car. but he has fallen back to 12th. Not the night he has wanted for that number 6 Ford Mustang. Looks like he's going into pit. Beasley's gonna fly by him like a rocket. Snot rocket, or whatever, any other kind of rockets you guys know about. So in the background there, I think that's Chad Coleman now. He's a little further back. That is Youngman. There he is. He is in that 93 car. He is running 13th now. He sees Jeffrey Stewart in front of him. That'll be a pass for position once he gets to him, if he can. That'll put him up to 12th on the grid. Beasley putting 2 lap cars in between him now, technically 3, but one of them just pitted. So, not really in between him and Coleman. It's only a matter of time now to see that number 7 of Brett Saunders come into pit road, though. Keep in mind, he pitted 5 laps before your top 2 drivers, Coleman and Beasley. So he might try another short pit method, and if he can make it stick, he might be able to get a solid top 3 finish. But he just has to figure out when the top 2 will pit, and if Lawrence will go with him. Nicholas Lawrence, let's talk about him for a minute. He's sitting 4th right now. He started 3rd. He's had a very great night. And there goes Brett Somers down pit road just as we were talking about him. There goes Somers down pit road. So, could we see the leaders come down in another 5 laps or so? Maybe, maybe not. Like Nick Lawrence, he's back up to 3rd. But Nick Lawrence, he's had a pretty good season overall. We'll see if I can find him in the standings here quick. I'm looking for him. I know he's in here, but just gotta find him. Okay, maybe he's not. I don't see him. Well, he finished 4th last week at Michigan. He had a pretty good run there. And then 2 weeks ago at Auto Club, that was a fun race to watch. He finished 8th, not a bad finish either. That's top 10. So now Chad Coleman up to a 2.5 second gap in between him and race leader Richard Beasley. So if there is another 5-lap gap in between Somers and Beasley, they will come in this time by, statistically speaking, well, if the trend continues. So let's go to Richard Beasley now in the number 10 machine, see what he is doing. He's going to keep it up for another lap. Okay. Mixing it up a bit. 6 laps now in between Somers and Beasley. And I think Beverly and Stewart pitted. Actually, Mark Beverly is in the pits now. And then Chris Stroop going in the pits now as well in his 87 car. There goes Chad Coleman. Chad Coleman down pit road in his 38 car. Just a lap before Richard Beasley, at least so far. We'll have to see when he pits. Looks like he's going to bring it on in this time in the number 10 car. And there's Scott Black right in front of him. He was going to go lap down, but not today. There he is in the number 8 DDVF, I think it says on that on the side of the car. Very slow pit stop for the 18 car. Very slow exit as well. At least it looks like he's going pretty slow. Second gear, going 190 kilometers. It's hard to tell. "23 laps remaining here." Lawrence. Ooh, boy. That did not really work for him. There's a few more drivers in the pit, so that'll get him at least up to 6th. And he might, in time, be able to catch up to 3 cars ahead of him. But we'll have to see, as there's 19 seconds in between him and Brett Somers. Meanwhile, Chad Coleman, Brett Somers fighting for 2nd. Like I've mentioned a couple times now, Brett Somers is on a little older tire. But, he's definitely working it. He has about 6 or 7 laps older tires this time around. 7 laps compared to race leader. 6 compared to Chad Coleman in front of him. And speaking of Richard Beasley, he just went session fastest once again with a 29.75 now. With only 20 laps to go. There goes Scott Black going a lap down. Scott Black has 10 lap fresher tires compared to Dennis Steele here. So he might be able to get a position compared to Frank Flores, though, in 7th. 3 laps between him, and then Nicholas Lawrence in 6th. It's 1 lap fresher tires. And he's not really... He's kind of gaining on Chris Stroop in the 87 car. It's kind of hard to tell right now. But Nick is all alone, so that's clean air. Meanwhile, Chris Stroop has Mark Beverly just a few car lengths ahead of him. Here he is in the number 13 Ashok Ford Mustang. Mark having a very good run for himself here. Top 5. Not bad, up 9 spots since he started. He started 13th. Scott Black by the 6 of Dennis Steele. He's up to P8, but just 2 tenths behind him. He has Junior Miller in the 85, who has 2 lap fresher tires. Move into the inside now. This is a pass 4 position. And he'll take it from him. Oh, I forgot to turn off the dashboard. Whoopsies. My bad. Meanwhile, Richard Beasley still leading with 15 to go at the line. Richard Beasley dominating here tonight at Chicagoland. Down the backstretch he goes. Turn number 4, crossing the line, 15 laps to go for the number 10 car. Richard Beasley leading the way, Chad Coleman second, Brett Somers third. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with you guys. Welcome back to the Virtual Racing Network here at Chicagoland Speedway as Richard Beasley comes out of turn number 4, 10 laps to go at the Chicago 150. We've completed 90 laps. Beasley with a 3-second lead over Chad Coleman. 10 divided by 3 is just about like 3.333333 continuously, because, well, that's how math works. But so he needs to make up about, oh wait, that doesn't make much sense now, does it? Well, I think it's safe to say Chad Coleman, at this rate, at the rate he is going within the last handful of laps, he's not going to be able to catch up to Richard Beasley at the moment, that is. So we'll have to see how this plays out. 9 laps to go. Richard Beasley first, Chad Coleman second. We got a battle for fourth between Mark Beverly, Chris Stroop. Side by side out of turn 2. Mark's gonna hold him off into 3. Can he hold him off for the rest of the race? Get a nice 4th place finish. Eight laps to go, 7 to go next time by. These guys are about over half a lap behind here. Only the top 6 drivers are on the lead lap. Richard Beasley is on fire tonight. In front of him, that is the 18 of Nicholas Lawrence. He's about to go lap down, or will Beasley cut him some slack? 6 laps to go now. 5 to go next time by for number 10, Tide Ford Mustang. Richard Beasley looking to get his 7th career win to tie Chad Coleman in all-time wins this season. Well, most wins this season. 5 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Chad Coleman just under 4 seconds behind your race leader now. With under 5 to go. Can he hold on for just a few more laps? Six more miles to go. We've done 144. Only 6 more to go. And then once they cross the line, it'll only be 4 point something something. .5. 3 laps to go. 2 to go next time by for the number 10 machine. And Chad Coleman, 4.2 seconds back. He is pretty much out of this thing now. Mark Beverly's still holding on to that 4th place position. Out of turn number 4. 2 to go now. White flag next time by for the number 10 of Richard Beasley. Down the backstretch, Nicholas Lawrence. Not a lap down. Looks like Beasley might catch him a bit of slack here. Who knows? At a turn number 4, Richard Beasley is going to take us to the white flag. 1 more lap to go, brought to you by iRacing.com. Richard Beasley looking to get his 7th win this season, his 2nd win in a row. Out of turn number 2 for the final time, down the backstretch. With a 4.5 second lead into turn number 3. And Richard Beasley is going to get another one here at Chicago. Top 3 tonight. Brett Somers 3rd, Chad Coleman 2nd, Richard Beasley, your winner. Let's go ahead and see if we can talk with Brett Somers, who finished third tonight. Hey, Brett, this is Sean up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey Sean, what's going on, man?
Alright, came home to a solid third place finish here at Chicagoland. How do you think your night went?
Went good. Had a strong car early. I was really good on short runs. Just kept burning off the right rear. Had a similar race last night at Kansas in another league, and unfortunately just came up short there. Had nothing for Coleman or Beasley there at the end. Both had a good night on their side. But yeah, all in all, happy with a top three finish to stay alive here for the points battle.
Alright, well, next week we head to a plate race, so I've heard some pretty bad things about the new aero package on iRacing, so what do you expect from the outcome of next week?
Well, that's the best part with the super speedways. You honestly don't know the outcome, right? It's a crapshoot the whole way, honestly. Just depends who's going to be pushing you there to the end. Cup cars is tough with the draft. There's a little bubble in between, right? But I got a couple good teammates in this league. Basic Joe's Racing, so strong, fast Boston Web Marketing ride here, and hopefully we could put her in victory lane and try to secure a championship.
Well, pretty strong run here at Chicagoland. But we got two plate tracks, so that's going to bring a lot of, don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I'll think of it later, but, so, we had it. Oh man, I need to go pick up a dictionary, but pretty strong run for the number 17. What do you think it could have went better tonight?
I think it was like lap 30, give or take. I was racing there with Coleman. I got pretty aggressive with a crossover and got mad loose on the inside and lost a few seconds on those guys. So, I mean, I burned some rubber there on that first run and tried to short pit to make up some ground, but that was probably my biggest mistake tonight for sure.
Alright, well, is there any shoutouts or thank yous you'd like to give out?
Yeah, my fiance, thanks for letting me race on here. Appreciate it. Colin Havlin over at Boston Web Marketing. Got some friends and family watching too. So the Gillettes, Hubbards, other Basic Joe's members, appreciate all the support, and we'll go ahead and get them next week.
Alright, good luck. Hopefully you can get another strong run, maybe even a win in the next 2 weeks.
You bet. Thanks, sir.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to your second place finisher, Chad Coleman. Chad, you got a copy?
Okay.
Alright, came home second tonight. Not a bad finish, but same place you finished last week. How do you think your night went, man?
I mean, I ran it out of gas on the first pit stop and gave Beasley a pretty good gap. And with this car and the low fuel, the way it runs here, it was you don't really have the time to burn the tires off of it. So I didn't, you just never really have a long enough run to try to make any of that back because everybody's out there running the same pace. But Beasley was good today, and he deserved what he got. And we'll take second and go to Daytona or Talladega, whichever one's next.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know which one's next either, but so now you two are tied for most wins in the season with 7. So do you think you'll be able to hit 8 before the end of the season comes around?
I'm hoping that if he wants to, he can win next week. That's the last race of the season. It'll be my turn, and we'll finish tied, and I'll win the championship, and he can finish second.
I mean, you finished second to him at 2 weeks in a row. Friendly rivalry going on a bit here.
Yeah, that first run there, I just kind of rode and let some guys take off and for about 20 laps, and then I decided I'd go and see what kind of gap we could pull, and I pulled a pretty good gap. I pulled about a 2-second gap on Beasley and the whoever was in the 18 car, and I pulled about a second gap there, and I run out of gas getting on the pit road and had to burp it all the way down pit road and like shake it back and forth to get it to my pit stall, and I gave up all that plus 2 seconds to Beasley.
Oh man, well, eventful night. Still came home to finish second. What do you expect to see next week at, pretty sure it's Talladega, but I'm not 100% sure.
The plate tracks are a crapshoot, and the way the new draft package works, it'll be a toss up. But there it'll be a lot of me and Beasley together, and probably Stroop. We'll see if we can get hooked up and help each other and try not to kill each other.
Alright, well, is there any shoutouts or things you'd like to give out?
Like always, thanks to you for broadcasting. Thanks for everybody that has anything to do with the league, and thanks for Beasley for paying my entry fee.
Alright, good luck. Hopefully you can get win number 8 and maybe even a championship within these next few weeks.
Yeah, that's the plan. Maybe we might have to wreck Beasley to do it, but if that's what it takes, that's what he'll get. Thanks, guys.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to your race winner, Richard Beasley. You come home with another one. Win number 7 for you. Do you think you'll be able to chase 8?
I think so, man. I think the next 2 races are super speedways. Anything could happen. We're gonna try to be in the mix there at the end and see how it goes.
Well, you had a pretty good race tonight. This time, to get the win, you didn't have to get right on at Coleman's bumper. Instead, you just kind of ran away from him. How do you think you were able to achieve such a big lead towards the end there?
Well, I didn't think we were gonna be able to because in that first run, I think I was second or third when we pitted, and I was just stuck in dirty air. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything all race. But Chad actually ran out of gas coming down pit road, and I was able to get a lead out in front of him, and I was able to hold it the whole time. Clean air is huge, so I think that's really what helped us hold on to the front and win the race.
Well, did you think that 18 car, I'm guessing you gave him a little bit of a break so he could finish on that lead lap, think he was going to be a factor at the beginning of the race?
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought he was running well enough to stay up front, and looks like he had some damage there at the end, or I think he'd have stayed up there probably in the top 5. I think he might have finished just outside the top 5, but yeah, definitely him and the 7. The 7 was good too. He was on a different strategy, it looked like, and it kind of bit him in the long run, getting off sequence like that.
Well, now that we have 2 plate tracks coming up to end off the season and to kick off the championship finale at Daytona and Talladega, how do you think that will outcome?
I think it's going to be pretty wild. I think you're going to see a lot of teammates try to hook up and, try to help their driver that's still in the championship win the money. I think that's what we're going to see happen. Just a lot of different teammates hooking up and trying to make it happen.
Well, so came home win number 7, and I just realized I don't know if you just hit the wall on that victory lap there or something. I can't remember. But good race for you tonight. Is there anything you wish you could have done better that maybe could have given you a 10-second lead?
No, I think we did everything the best we could. I didn't expect to have that big of a lead over Chad, especially at the end, but just getting into that clean air, I took less fuel on that final stop. I think it helped as we got going. When I first took it, I didn't think it was going to help. I felt like I was really tight out the gate, but as the run went on, I was able to get a little freed up, and I think that helped for the finish there.
All right. Well, is there any shout-outs or thank yous you'd like to give out for your win tonight?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Chad Coleman, my teammate, finishing runner up there. Chris Droop coming home 5th, another alliance we have here. GTR Simulators and Tim's Corner Motorsports.
All right. Well, good luck next week at Talladega. That'll be the last round of round 2. Actually, one more thing. Insurance. We talked about this last week. Do you think getting this win will make your driving style a little bit different next week?
I don't know. Super speedways, I kind of try to hang out in the back until the end, and I think that's what we're going to try to do there.
All right. Well, good luck next week, and hopefully you can get either another win or maybe even the championship in these next few weeks.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
thank you all for tuning into tonight's broadcast. If you did enjoy, please subscribe and like. We'll see you guys Tuesday night with the FRL League Great National Series. They are at Iowa, I do believe. So that'll be a fun race to watch. See you guys then. Have a great day.